Hello everyone, welcome back to a new session. Today we are going to discuss about electromagnetic radiations, electromagnetic waves and its classification. During summer, all of you must have used sunscreen lotion to protect ourselves, our skin from UV rays, ultraviolet rays from the sunlight. What are these UV rays? Do you think does the sun emit any other light rays other than the visible light rays? Yes, indeed, does sun emit different types of light rays other than visible light rays. So far we have limited ourselves to visible spectrum of sunlight ranging from, all of you know, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. These are known as visible spectrum. So this spectrum can excite our retina to cause sensation of vision so that we can see these rays, visible light rays, which help us to see the things around us. Experiments show that the spectrum of sunlight is not only limited between violet and red end, it extends beyond red and violet end. The part of the spectrum which extends beyond red is known as infrared spectrum. Infrared spectrum. The part of electromagnetic spectrum which extends beyond red is known as infrared spectrum, and the part of electromagnetic spectrum just before the violet end is known as ultraviolet spectrum. Ultraviolet spectrum. Clear? So the visible spectrum is a small part of electromagnetic spectrum, and ultraviolet spectrum, visible spectrum and infrared spectrum, these are the different ranges of spectrum present in the sunlight. Okay, so ultraviolet spectrum just before violet end and infrared spectrum just beyond red end, these are the part of electromagnetic spectrum which cannot be perceived by the human eyes, just like sound. Certain sound, just like infrasonic sound and ultrasonic sound, that cannot be perceived by the human ear. So infrared spectrum and ultraviolet spectrum, that cannot be perceived by our normal human eyes. Such a type of spectrum we call it as invisible spectrum. So infrared spectrum and ultraviolet spectrum are known as invisible spectrum. Okay. Now our task is here how to remember the range of electromagnetic spectrum. You know, light rays are electromagnetic in nature. They are characterized by their wavelength or frequency. So all these electromagnetic spectrum are arranged in a definite order, either in the increasing order of wavelength or decreasing order of the frequency. Now when we arrange this different spectrum of sunlight, how can you remember this sunlight? There is a short trick, there is a mnemonic to remember the range of electromagnetic spectrum. So this is a very simple mnemonic. There are many mnemonics and acronyms to remember the electromagnetic spectrum. Very simple it is. So just remember Roman men. Just I can write Roman men invented Roman men invented very ultra expensive gun. How do you remember? Roman men invented very ultra expensive gun. Clear? So we start with R for radio waves. R for radio waves. I can write it is radio waves. Okay. M for microwaves. Microwaves. And I for AN for infrared. Infrared. And V is visible. V stands for visible, ranging from violet to red. Visible. Okay. and this is ultra, this is stands for ultraviolet, ultraviolet, clear, ultraviolet. X stands for X-rays and G stands for gamma rays, gamma rays. So by knowing this mnemonic, we can easily remember the classification of electromagnetic spectrum. Once again, Roman men invented very ultra expensive gun. So R stands for radio waves, M stands for microwaves, IN stands for infrared, V stands for visible light rays, ultraviolet, expensive, X stands for X-ray, and G stands for gamma rays. Clear? So all of you learned this mnemonic. I hope it is easy to remember. Okay, so the infrared spectrum, so we have radio waves, microwaves and infrared. Okay, so just I can write just violet, VIBGYOR, starting from violet to the red. So beyond red end we have infrared spectrum, So what are the waves present in the infrared spectrum? Radio waves, microwaves and infrared. So I can start from radio, then we have microwaves, radio waves, then we have infrared waves, okay. Then we have just beyond or just before the violet we have ultraviolet spectrum. What all are they? So they are ultraviolet, then we have X-rays, then we have gamma rays, okay. So this is visible light rays, they are visible spectrum. So radio waves, microwaves, infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays and gamma rays. Roman men invented very ultra expensive gun. So using this mnemonic, we can easily remember the classification of electromagnetic spectrum. Clear? Although these electromagnetic waves have different wavelength and frequency, there are some properties which are common to all the electromagnetic waves. What are these properties? As you know, electromagnetic waves do not require any material medium for their propagation. That's why we call it as electromagnetic waves. They can travel through vacuum. All the electromagnetic waves travel with the same speed of light, which is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second through vacuum or air. And all the electromagnetic waves exhibit the properties or it follows the rules of reflection and refractions. And remember, these electromagnetic waves are not disturbed or deflected by electric field and magnetic field. They are unaffected by electric field and magnetic field. They travel in a straight line. These waves are transverse in nature. What are transverse waves? In a transverse wave motion, the particle of the medium vibrate up and down, and as a result, wave advances in the forward direction, which is perpendicular to the direction of motion of the particle. The particle is moving up and down, but wave is advancing in a direction perpendicular to the direction of motion of the particle. This type of wave motion we call it as transverse wave motion. Clear? Now once you remember the mnemonic, or once you understand the mnemonic, how to arrange the electromagnetic waves in an electromagnetic spectrum, it is important to arrange these electromagnetic waves in terms of their wavelength, or we have to remember their uses. This uses and wavelength range is very important. Now let us try to arrange the electromagnetic spectrum in terms of their wavelength, and let us try to study their uses. Okay, so we have the visible light. So we have the visible light. We have the visible light at the middle. Now we have radio waves, so Roman men. So beyond the red end we have infrared spectrum. So infrared spectrum consists of, we have radio waves, radio waves. Roman N, microwaves. Microwaves. Invented, infrared. We have a infrared. Infrared waves. Roman men invented very unusual or ultra expensive gun, visible beyond violet. We have infrared, very ultraviolet, X-rays, expensive, X-rays, expensive gun, gamma rays, So this is a table in which we can see the different electromagnetic spectrum is arranged in the increasing order of their wavelength. So as you move down, what happens? Wavelength, lambda increases in the increasing order of wavelength. We can see gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, microwaves, radio waves. Clear? So this is a table of electromagnetic spectrum which are arranged in the increasing order of wavelength. So as you come down from gamma rays towards radio waves, their wavelength increases. As you know, wavelength is inversely proportional to the frequency. As you come down, what happens? The wavelength increases but frequency decreases. Okay, as wavelength increases, frequency decreases. So remember it. So in the increasing order of wavelength or decreasing order of frequency. Clear? Now it is very important to remember their wavelength range. Wavelength I am writing in angstrom unit. Okay, lambda in angstrom unit. Okay, right, and I will write the uses here. Uses, it is very important to remember their uses also. So we start with the gamma rays. Gamma rays have the least wavelength, right? In the increasing order of wavelength, the gamma rays whose wavelength is less than 0.1 angstrom unit. 0.1 angstrom. It is very easy to remember their wavelength. Gamma rays whose wavelength is less than 0.1 angstrom unit. Suppose you want to convert into nanometer, just divide it by 10. How it will be? So it will be, if you do 0.01 nanometer, just divide it by 10, so angstrom get converted into nanometer. Clear? Now X-rays, coming to X-rays whose wavelength range is lying between 0.1 angstrom unit to 100 angstrom unit. 0.1 to 100 angstrom unit X-rays. Now ultraviolet, 100 angstrom unit to 4000 angstrom unit. Visible light, all of you know visible light rays, the visible spectrum, it starts with the violet, that is ranging between 4000 angstrom unit to 8000 angstrom unit. Clear? Now we have infrared, that is infrared lies between a wavelength of 8000 angstrom unit to 10 to the power 7 angstrom unit. Now microwaves lies between 10 to the power 7 angstrom unit to 10 to the power 11 angstrom unit. And radio waves has the maximum wavelength whose wavelength is above 10 to the power 11 angstrom unit. Clear? Now it is very easy to remember. See, gamma rays whose wavelength is less than 0.1 angstrom unit. If you want to express angstrom unit into nanometer, just divide it by 10. Remember, just divide it by 10. Now X-rays 0.1 to 100 angstrom unit, ultraviolet 100 angstrom unit to 4000 angstrom unit, visible light rays, all of you know the range, 4000 angstrom unit to 8000 angstrom unit, infrared waves 8000 to 10 to the power 7 angstrom unit, microwaves 10 to the power 7 to 10 to the power 11, and radio waves is above 10 to the power 11 angstrom unit. So radio waves have the maximum wavelength and the least frequency. Okay, so maximum wavelength, and gamma rays have the least wavelength and the maximum frequency. So remember, they are arranged in the increasing order of wavelength or the decreasing order of frequency when you go from gamma rays to radio waves. So please remember. Now let us try to remember their uses. So is it clear? So very easily, once you remember the mnemonics, you write it down, then starting from 0.1, you can easily remember their wavelength range. Now let us start with the gamma rays. What are gamma rays? So gamma rays are found in radioactive substances, or they are found in cosmic rays. So gamma rays have the highest value of frequency. They are the most energetic radiation in the electromagnetic spectrum. So they are known by its penetrating power. So gamma rays can penetrate through a thick metal block of 30 centimeter thick. So they are detected by high penetrating level. So they are used in medical purposes. They are, because of their high energy, because of high penetrating power, gamma rays are used to kill cancer cell. In radiotherapy, they are used in radiotherapy. Therapy to kill cancer cell. To kill cancer cell. Okay. So gamma rays are used in medical purposes. They are used in radiotherapy to kill cancer cells. Because of the high energy, they can even burn the cell which are affected by cancer. Clear? Okay. Now moving on to X-rays, whose wavelength 0.1 angstrom to 100 angstrom unit. X-rays. X-rays are actually, they are produced by when fast moving electrons are falling on a heavy metal such as tungsten. When fast moving electrons are falling on a heavy metals, X-ray is ejected or X-rays are emitted. So they are X-rays have high chemical activity than the gamma rays. Okay. So X-rays are chemically more active than gamma rays. They affect the photographic plate. So X-rays are detected by it can affect the photographic plate. Okay. They cause fluorescence. So these are the method to detect X-rays. Clear? So what are the uses of X-rays? You know, X-rays are used to find out any fracture in the bones and teeth, to detect fracture in bones and teeth. Clear? So X-rays are used in CT scans, and X-rays are used by detective agency to detect any concealed precious metals. In airport, when you are going in airport, there are X-ray machines to scan you to find out any suspicious or precious metal metallic objects hidden in your suitcases. Clear? So these are the uses of X-rays. They are used to detect fracture in the bones and teeth. They are used in CT scans. Okay, they are used in CT scan for medical sciences. Okay. Now moving on to ultraviolet. The third one, ultraviolet, whose wavelength is 100 angstrom to 4000 angstrom unit. This ultraviolet radiations are detected by silver chloride solutions. So when silver chloride solution is taken beyond violet end of the visible spectrum, it is seen that there is a color change in the silver chloride solution such that it turns violet, then ultimately it turns dark brown. So it shows that there exists an electromagnetic spectrum just before the violet end, which is more chemically active than the visible light rays. So ultraviolet rays are very highly active than visible light rays, chemically active than visible light rays. They are also known as actinic rays. Remember, they are also known as actinic rays. They can be detected by silver chloride solution, color change in the silver chloride solutions. Okay. So the spectrum of ultraviolet radiations are obtained by using quartz prism, using a prism made up of quartz, because If you incident light rays on a glass prism, ultraviolet rays and infrared rays will be absorbed by the glass prism. So since glass prism absorb ultraviolet rays and infrared rays, we use quartz prism to produce ultraviolet spectrum, because quartz prism doesn't absorb ultraviolet rays. So remember, ultraviolet rays or ultraviolet spectrum are produced using a quartz prism, because we don't use glass prism. Glass prism absorb ultraviolet radiations. Clear? So what are the sources of ultraviolet radiation? From the sun. Natural source is from the sun, and also electric arc, the electric spark, or even a mercury vapor lamp. Electric spark, electric arc lamp, mercury vapor lamp emit ultraviolet radiations. Remember, our sun is a natural source of ultraviolet radiations. These ultraviolet radiations are absorbed by the ozone layer. So the ozone layer protects us from the UV rays. Clear? Okay. Now, what are the uses of ultraviolet radiations? Ultraviolet, if you are exposed to ultraviolet radiation, it causes health hazards. It can cause skin cancer if you are exposed to UV radiations for a longer time. Please remember it. Okay. So because of their high chemical activities, they are very highly chemically active. They are used for sterilizing purposes, to kill germs. They are used for sterilizing purposes. In hospital, they are used to sterilize, to make germ free the medical or surgical instruments, ultraviolet radiations. Okay. Or they are used to detecting purity of the germs, to detect purity of ghee, gems, etc. Clear? So ultraviolet radiations are used for sterilizing purposes because of their high chemical activity, to detect purity of ghee and gem, etc. Clear? Yes. Now coming to visible light rays. You know visible light rays which help us to see the things around us. Very easy. The visible light rays are used in photography and in photosynthesis. So visible light rays are used in photography and photosynthesis. Clear? Okay. So that's all about visible light rays. All of you are familiar with the visible light rays. Okay. No much explanation is needed. Now coming back to the infrared spectrum, starting with infrared waves. What are infrared waves? So infrared waves, they are detected by using a thermopile or a blackened bulb thermometer. Okay. So they are detected by, remember, infrared radiations are detected by blackened bulb thermometer or a thermopile. If you take a blackened bulb thermometer beyond the red end of the electromagnetic spectrum, beyond the red end we have infrared spectrum. So if you are moving a blackened bulb thermometer beyond the red end, when the thermometer reaches beyond the red end, there is a sudden rise in the temperature. Okay, so it shows that there exists a spectrum just beyond the red end of electromagnetic spectrum, which causes heating effect. So the radiation which causes sudden rise in temperature or which causes heating effect, we call it as infrared waves or infrared radiations. These are detected using a blackened bulb thermometer or a thermopile. Clear? So it is obtained, infrared is using a rock salt prism. Remember, infrared radiations are produced using rock salt prism. A prism made up of rock salt, not of glass, because rock salt prism doesn't absorb this infrared waves. If you use a glass prism, infrared waves or infrared radiations are absorbed by the material of the glass. So rock salt prism will not absorb the infrared spectrum. If this sunlight is incident on a rock salt prism, okay, so we will get infrared rays on the other side. Clear? So infrared radiations or infrared spectrum is produced using a rock salt prism. Okay. Now, what are the sources of infrared radiations? All the red hot bodies such as flame, fire produces infrared radiations. Okay. So they are the radiation which causes heating effect. Clear? So high dose of infrared radiation may cause skin burns. So if you are standing in the sunlight for a longer time, if you are exposed to infrared radiations, you may get skin burns. Remember it. So what are the uses of infrared radiations? Very important. What are infrared radiation, their uses? So infrared, infrared radiations or infrared waves are used in night vision photography. So they are used in the photography in fog or mist, because infrared waves, because of their longer wavelength, they can travel through a longer distance without being scattered. So remember, infrared waves are used in night photography. In night photography, okay, or they are used in signaling purposes, signals during war, because first of all, infrared radiations are invisible, we cannot see. They can travel a longer distance without being absorbed or without being scattered because of their wavelength. That's why we use infrared waves in night vision photography or signals. They are used as signals during war. Clear? So these are infrared and also they are used in remote, very important, remote controls of televisions and other electrical gadgets. They are used in remote controls of television and other electrical gadgets. So whenever you change a channel, whenever you are controlling a channel of your TV, when you press the remote control, infrared radiations are being emitted from the remote controls. Okay, that cannot be seen by naked eye, but if you focus it on a mobile camera, you can easily see it. Just try it at home. Okay, just to take your remote control and show it in front of your mobile screen or mobile camera. You can see mobile camera will detect infrared radiations. Clear? So they are used in remote controls. Now we have the microwaves, infrared waves, microwaves. Microwaves, all of you know, microwaves are used in microwave ovens for cookings, right? They are used for in microwave ovens. They are used in microwave ovens for cooking, microwaves. Very easy to remember. Microwaves are used in just connected with microwave oven. Microwaves are used to because they can produce heating effect, strong heating effect, and they are used to cook food stuffs. Clear? And also they are used in satellite communications and radar communications. So they are used in radar communications, So remember, microwaves are used in microwave ovens. They are used in radar communications and satellite communications. Now coming to radio waves with the largest wavelength or the longest wavelength, radio waves. So radio waves are detected by radio or television antenna. Okay, so radio waves are produced by radio wave transmitters. So they are detected by radio wave or they are used in TV and radio communications. So what are the uses of radio waves? So they are used in radio and television communications. Clear? So in radar communication, they are used in radio and TV transmission. So remember, radio waves are used in radio and TV transmissions. Okay, so microwaves are used in for cooking or radio or radar communications. We talk through the mobiles. So mobile phone. Okay, in mobile phone, which type of wave we use? Microwaves. Remember, telephony, for telephony purposes we use microwaves. So radio waves are used for radio and TV transmissions. Clear? Any doubt? So they are produced by TV and radio transmitters. Radio waves are produced by TV and radio transmitter, received by TV and radio antenna. They are used in radio and TV transmission. So radio waves are the waves present in the electromagnetic spectrum with the largest wavelength. Is it clear? Okay. So gamma rays, they are used for radiotherapy to kill the cancer cells because of their high energy. X-rays are used to detect the fracture in the bones and teeth, and also their X-rays are also used to study the atomic arrangements in crystals. Atomic arrangements of in crystals. Remember, X-rays are used to study the atomic arrangements in crystals. Then ultraviolet, because of their high chemical activity, they are used in sterilizing purposes to detect purity of ghee and germs. Visible light rays, all of you know, it is used in photography and photosynthesis. Then infrared waves, which produces heating effect, produced using a rock salt prism. They are used in night photographies. It is used during signaling in war. They are used in remote controls of different electrical gadgets. Now microwaves, they are used in microwave ovens for cooking and radar communications. Radio waves with the largest wavelength and least frequency. Remember, largest wavelength, least frequency, they are used in radio and TV transmission. Clear? So I hope with the mnemonics you can easily remember the various spectrum of electromagnetic spectrum or various ranges of electromagnetic spectrum. You can arrange it in terms of their wavelength. This is very important, and their uses. Clear? I hope you got my points. Okay, thanks for watching.